So today we're going to go through the topic on how you can get a patent grant within a year. You can fast track your patent grant by a two-step process. Step 1, you request for an early publication, and Step 2, you request for an expedited patent examination. But before we go into depth, first let's look at who all are eligible to embark on the expedited patent grant process. Number 1, a startup. Number 2, a small entity. Number 3, a female. Number 4, a government undertaking or government-owned finance or established authority or company. And lastly, number 5, any application whereby India has been chosen as the appropriate ISA or IPEA. So, what is early publication? As the name suggests, early publication is when you make a request for the earlier publication of your patent application. Now such a request can be made by way of application through Form 9, and when you make such a request, your patent application gets published within a month by the controller through Rule 24 of the Patent Rules. Once your patent application gets published earlier due to the request for the earlier publication, you can move towards the expedited examination process. Now such a request can be made by filing through Form 18A accompanied with the complete specification. And on such a request for expedited examination, the examiner is bound under Rule 24C of the Patent Rules to prepare such a report within a maximum of 2 months from the date of receipt of such request. You can request for an expedited examination at the initial stages while submitting your patent application or at a later stage. Within 1 month, the controller is to dispose of the examination report. After that, within 15 days, the first examination report is issued and the application is to be put for grant within 6 months of the date of issue from the first statement of objection. And then within 3 months, the application shall be disposed after the last reply to the first examination report or the order of grant. So the documents required in the normal course of a patent application process are as follows. You have the application form, then you're required to have the authorization form to authorize representation by an agent. You're supposed to have a complete specification. You're supposed to have documents of statement and undertaking in Form 3. You're supposed to have a declaration as to inventorship, proof of endorsement by assignment, and also lastly, authorization document from the National Biological Authority in case the application pertains to a biological material from India. That might get you wondering, what documents do you need to submit for the expedited examination of your patent application? There are 6 different types of forms one may need while filing for an expedited patent examination request. Now each form depends upon the type of applicant. Nonetheless, the different types of 6 forms are 1. The Certificate of Recognition as a startup. Number 2. Form 28, a declaration submitting that the organization is a small entity or startup along with the evidence for the same. Number 3. Form 9, a request for early publication. Number 4. Form 18A, a request for expedited examination of application for patent. Number 5. Form 30, where a self-declaration letter by the applicant for claiming fees under the Startup Intellectual Property Protection Scheme. And number 6, other relevant documents. pertaining to expedited examination and also for early publication requests for categories including individuals, startups or small entities or other large entities are as explained below in the table. The fees for converting from an ordinary examination request to an expedited examination request for individual startups, small entities or other large entities are mentioned below in the table. Thank you. For more IP related videos, please do subscribe and contact Interpat IP Bangalore.